Hey, what's going on, you guys? My name is the Raptor, and welcome back to another update video for Who'd Win and Why. Now, I know that you guys probably didn't have any notice. You guys didn't have any notice about this video before, so this is, I think, the third update that I've done. I know it's another update, but this is very important. I only do updates when it's very important, when I really want you guys to know about something. And I know you guys had no notice about this before, but there's just a few things I feel like I need to say about not only this season, season 6, which just started up again, but also season 7, and also something else which is coming up that I'll explain more toward the end of the video. I'm gonna try to make this update video short. I'm not gonna try to make it too long, but there are a few things that I want to share with you guys. So let's get right into it. So about season 6, this is more so to clear things up, and probably some of you already know this already. You probably kind of guessed it. But yes, season 6 is back. We just did Hulk versus Flash. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you didn't see it yet, I might put something on the screen closer to the end of the video, or I might put a link in the description, or both. Who knows? But yeah, so if you want to see that, just click on that. But anyway, so yeah, season 6 is back. I'm not going to be taking any more breaks for season 6. That'd be really weird. But yeah, just to clear everything up, season 6 is fully back. It's not I'm not going to be taking any more breaks, at least not in season 6. Hopefully not for a while either. Obviously not including the tiny breaks I take in between seasons. But anyway, so yeah, in the near future, I do not believe I'm going to be taking any more breaks. Season 6, definitely not, unless something really surprising comes up. So yes, season 6 is back. So the next one after Hulk vs. Flash is Arkham Knight vs. Red X. So I hope you guys are excited for that one. I'm going to try to make sure to bring out these videos as quick as possible. Again, that might mean every week, that might mean a bit longer, that might mean a bit shorter. I don't really know yet. Again, it's just as quick as I can. So really just enforcing that we're going back to the way it was before, so just wanted to clear all that up. The second thing is about Season 7. Now, I know at the end of my Hulk vs. Flash video, I said the same thing that I normally say. I say, if you have any more suggestions for Season 7, leave it down in the comments below. However, I did remember, just after I finished filming that video, I did remember that I forgot something. And that thing that I forgot was talking about how I actually already have 10 episodes that I could use for Season 7. Now, here's what I mean by that. The 10 episodes that I have is not finalized. That doesn't mean that I'm going to be using those 10. However, the 10 that I have, I believe, are pretty good suggestions, and basically what I'm saying is that if no one else gave me any other suggestions before Season 6 ended, I have 10 that I could use. So here's basically what I'm saying right now. And I will remind you guys at the end of every video for the rest of Season 6, just so you guys, I'm reminding you guys so you guys really know this. If you do have any suggestions for Season 7, you can comment them down, though just know that you have a much lower chance of actually getting into the season now, because I already have 10 pretty good episodes. You know how I always say there's always a few things that goes into how I pick the episodes. One is how good they are, another is depending on how many times one has requested something, and another thing is how early something is. And this is where a big factor comes in. These guys suggested it pretty early on, in the first half, and those 10 episodes, I'm pretty sure I'm going to be using most of them, at least. So yeah, again, if you have any suggestions, you can leave them down in the comments below, but it might not get in. Just know that, because I already have 10 episodes. I hope you guys understand. It's easier for me, and it's also I just think it's more fair that they did it earlier. But if you do have something, still feel free to leave them down. If it's a great suggestion, when I'm thinking, oh yeah, I gotta put that one in, then who knows, so who knows, is what I'm saying. Just to follow up on that, however, if you're one of those guys that, suggests a lot of stuff, maybe, once per video, what I'm gonna say is that, probably what I'm gonna do is that if you've done that, if you're one of the guys that done that, chances are at least one of your suggestions have made it into the 7th season. Chances are that's what's going on. So if you suggest anything more, if you're still one of those guys that does that a lot and you keep doing it beyond that, chances are I won't even give those suggestions a consideration. And the reason for that is because if you already have one in there, what I'm probably not gonna do is say, oh, that's a good one, I'm gonna put that in along with another one of yours that I put in. It doesn't make sense to me, because I want to make sure a lot of different people get a chance to do it. To get a chance to actually have one of their videos in the seasons, in the series. So basically what I'm saying, just to say that again, is that if you have suggested a lot of stuff, chances are your thing is already in there. So if you do suggest more, again, technically you can, but I probably won't give them a second glance, just because you already have one of your suggestions in there, chances are. And the only good thing that I could probably do from that is say, oh, you know what, that suggestion is better than the one you suggested, last week, maybe I could switch it. But other than that, there's really nothing else that I can that makes sense to me to actually consider those ideas. Again, just wanted to clear that up, and I really hope you guys understand. Now, the third thing, and this is a very important thing. I know it's not too close, but the Who'd Win and Why 1-year anniversary is actually coming up. It's May 22nd, because we started May 22nd, 2016. Oh my god, that was a while ago. And right now, it's like March. So yeah, it's like the beginning of March, so it's not too close, but it's not that far away either. And because of like the length of time it takes me to make Who'd Win and Why videos, it's actually going to be coming up, in my opinion, it's coming up sooner and closer than I'd expect. So here's what we're going to do for that. Originally, what we were thinking, and when I say we, I mean me and Lucas Green, because we've been talking about this for a while. Lucas Green is one of the guys that like helps me out a lot with my videos. He does the thumbnails and he does a lot of research. Anyway, so we were thinking about doing like a special anniversary episode of Who'd Win and Why. We were just thinking about doing that, and we were trying to think, like, well, what could we do? We could do something else, and this would be one of those episodes. Like, this would be like the only episode that we would like come up with ourselves. We wouldn't like ask you guys, what do you guys want to see, because it's just like we want to make sure that we wanted to do it like, I don't want to say like do it right, because that's kind of implying that your ideas are bad, which they're not. Like, I do really appreciate all the good ideas. It's just that, like we just thought like we wanted to make this like really big. We wanted like to make sure we had an idea, like who knows, maybe something like Civil War or something like that. We wanted to have something like really big, and we were going to decide it. That was the original thought. However, what we decided is not to do that, and there's a few reasons for that. One of them is because of the scheduling. Because it has to come out on a certain day, it's hard to say like, oh, is it going to be in season 7? Is it going to be in season 8? And then if I did if I said it was going to be in season 8, like the end of season 8, and I figured out that I ran out of time, then we'd come into a problem. We'd have a really big problem. Another thing about the scheduling, it would have been way too hard to try to figure out for that video. Either that, or I could have just made like its own special video. Like, I wouldn't have even tagged it to a certain season, but that seems a bit weird. Another thing that was a problem, and now it's just losing me. Another thing that was a problem is just the fact that, oh yeah, I guess like now I remember, we've already done a lot of big episodes before, like Civil War, and like the Battle Royales, the Batman and the Spider-Man Battle Royale, and the Robin Battle Royale. We've done that a lot before, and I just feel that what we would be doing here wouldn't really be all that special, unless we did it like extremely big, but even that, I'm not sure if I'd be able to handle that. So the point is, just another episode, like a special episode, I feel that it wasn't really good enough, is essentially what I'm trying to say. I don't feel that it was good enough, it's not special enough. So here's what we're gonna do. And another reason is just because, again, like this kind of ties into the scheduling thing, but just because like if I did say that I want to do it like after season 7, I'd have to get all the season 7 episodes done in that time, and while it's certainly possible, if something like hits me in the head, I wouldn't be able to do it, and then there would be more problems. So here's what we're gonna do. Instead of doing something like that, what I'm probably gonna do is that on that day, I'm going to be releasing a video, which is like a thank you video for, like everything, like another thank you video, I know, but even so, like that's something that I would be doing. And another thing I would be doing is saying my top 5 Who'd Win and Whys and my bottom 5 Who'd Win and Whys. Now, I know before I did say that I don't really like coming up with like a top 10 or anything like that myself for my own series, because that just seems a bit weird, and it makes it seem like, oh, there's like a set thing that like if I say it, then like it is the best, like I don't really like, I hope you guys understand what I mean by that. Like if I say it because I'm the creator, but I don't want to say like just because it's my favorite that it's the best, that everyone has to consider the best. However, what I'm going to be doing is not necessarily saying my favorites. I'm going to be saying, in my opinion, what I feel is the best, which is going to be based on a number of things, which is like what's like the different, like the fight itself, but also like how I present it, the reasoning I give, everything like that, which probably means that some of the older episodes might be on the bottom, on like the worst list, who knows, just because it's rougher, and they weren't as long, so I didn't give a lot of information and stuff like that. But that's probably what I think I'm going to be doing. So on May 22nd, 2017, for the 1-year anniversary of Who'd Win and Why, what's going to be happening is I'm going to be saying thank you to all you guys, and I'm going to be saying my top 5 Who'd Win and Whys, or maybe I'm going to start off with the bottom 5 and then go to the other one. Again, it's not my favorites. It's going to be based on what I feel are the best, like the best orchestrated, the best created, everything like that. So just to recap everything again, season 6 is regular. It's going back to the way it was. Hopefully at least. Unless something like really unexpected happens. For season 7, all the spots are filled, though they can still change. It's not certain, but it's still unlikely. So you can suggest stuff, but just know that it might not happen, and also for someone who's like suggested a lot, you know, chances are your suggestion is already in there, so you can suggest more, but again, probably they won't be taken into consideration, at least not much. And you know, the 1 year anniversary, that's my plans for it. So I really hope you guys are excited for that. Arkham Knight vs. Red X should be coming out fairly soon, and I'm excited for it. I'm excited to see you guys see it, and yeah, that's really my update video. So yeah, my third update video. I really hope this was informative, and that's really all the time I have today. So yeah, see you later, and have a good night.